Mitenand. For tonight's dinner, Schlarraffenland is going to show you how to make Japanese Chashu. You know, that yummy fatty pork roll glistening on top of your beautiful bowl of ramen. It's very different from Chinese red chashu that we showed you before. So, are you ready to taste this different yet equally delicious Japanese chashu? Let's roll into the kitchen with us and find out. Really, let's roll. There are going to be a lot of rolling in this recipe. First, let's cut up some aromatics. Slice up about 10 grams of ginger and chop 1 stalk of leek. Next, we're moving on to our star, the seductive, nice, thick piece of pork belly. You would need a wide flat piece of pork belly, about 1 kilogram like we do here. We specifically need this shape so it would be easier to roll. And no, we cannot skip the rolling because the signature of Japanese chashu is rolling. Skipping the roll is like making red chashu without the sauce. And it's really easy. Simply roll it up like rolling a maki roll. Use some cooking string to secure your roll. First, simply tie up one end. Then, you go to the other end and start wrapping the string around the beautiful piece of pork until the string meets the tie from the beginning at the other end. Tie them all together into one big knot like we do here, and it should be good to go. Now, is the cooking part. Let's heat up some oil in a pan on high heat. Then, add the submissively tied up piece of pork in there and sear it evenly on all sides for about 10 to 15 minutes in total. Rotate the pork slowly until all sides have turned into a lovely golden brown. Once it reaches that caramel color, take the pork out on a plate and give it a little rest. Meanwhile, we'll prepare the sauce. Into a big pot, add the leek and ginger from earlier, together with 240 milliliter of sake, 240 milliliter of soy sauce, 480 milliliter of water, and 130 gram of sugar. Gently transfer your seared chashu roll into the pot with the sauce and put the pot on medium-high heat. Wait for the broth to boil and remove any scum that comes up to the surface. Then you can lower the heat to low and let the chashu simmer for about 2 to 3 hours. To limit the loss of liquid, simply take a piece of aluminum foil and poke some holes in it. Use it to cover the chashu like we do here. Don't forget to turn the chashu once in a while so the braising liquid can evenly color and flavor every nook and crannies of your pork. After about 2 hours, you can turn off the heat and remove the chashu. Don't throw the liquid away, just strain all of the solids and keep the liquid part. Let the liquid and the pork cool down separately and completely stops the pork from cooking. Once both has been properly cooled, you can add the pork back into the liquid and let it marinate for at least 4 hours. And the longer the better. After at least 4 hours and having tried your best to unsuccessfully exercise your self-restraint against the temptation of that tasty piece of pork, you can take it out from the liquid and release the pork from its bondage. Next, simply slice it into slices about half a centimeter thick. And if you fancy like we are, take a blowtorch and sear the surface of your chashu slices. This will make the flavor explode. And voila! There you have it, your very own Japanese chashu. Feel free to dive right in or tastefully serve it on a bowl of hot ramen. Either way, the richness of chashu will envelop your soul and take you to the new heaven of umami. And don't throw away the braising liquid. You can use it to make ashi tamako or the famous marinated egg. But If you want to be even fancier, you can check out our video on how to make some pompous and perfectly flavorful flavored eggs in the videos next week. And if you hit the like and subscribe button to our channel, there are even more recipes for you to indulge your inner Epicurean. And now, all that's left is, and with that, bon appetit, itadakimasu, mời cả nhà ăn cơm, and again.